Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome back to my Age of Wonders Planetfall campaign series, where I'm playing the campaign Remnants of the Star Union. Last time, we continued working our way through the mission Leave-6, and just to remind everybody, we're playing as the Vanguard Voidtech leader Jack Gelder, and of course we were asleep in cryosleep for 200 years. We've returned to Leave-6, and we're trying to basically figure out what's been going on in our absence. So we've improved our relationships with some of the remnant Vanguard leaders that are still present on the planet, but we're trying to really kind of just solidify our alliances and make amends with some of the factions here. So we're going to keep that going in this episode. But before I dive in, I did just want to give a couple of quick shout-outs to a number of individuals here who left some fantastic comments on the previous episode. The first of those comments is from 87 Julius. 87 Julius left a great comment. Again, I'm just going to sum up these comments because there's a ton of really good information, so I'd actually recommend everybody go take a quick peek at the previous episode and look in the comments, read through, because again, there's a lot there, and I'm not going to cover every point, but I am going to hit a couple of highlights from each person. So 87 Julius pointed out that the cities in Age of Wonders Planetfall are a little bit different than they are in Age of Wonders 3, in that we now have control of our colonists. So we can actually dictate kind of what our colonists do. So we can dedicate them to different pursuits. So either the production of food, the generation of energy, production, research for knowledge, or happiness to improve the happiness of the city. And by default, it is set to auto, but what 87 Julius is pointing out is that this is something that I would probably benefit from controlling myself. And the point here is that what I could do is, in the early game, for example, focus on food generation so that I can grow my colony, annex more territory, and gradually kind of improve the functioning of my territory early so that I'm able to generate more resources. And then as the game progresses, I can pick maybe 2 things per city. So Julius was saying that, generally speaking, you kind of want to have each city kind of dedicated to one primary and maybe a secondary pursuit. So, for example, once Ivterville is really up and running, I could, switch over from food and maybe do energy and food, or do production and research, for example, or any different combination of those things. So, really good point there. This is something I really don't have much experience with, so I imagine I'm going to be a little bit shaky at it to start with, but I appreciate Julius pointing this out because this is something I'm going to need to improve as I go. So you can see right now that we're going to actually grow the city in 2 turns, and when we do grow the city, I believe we will be able to annex another, so we can annex another territory. We currently need 1 more colonist before we're able to do that, and being able to annex more territory would be great, as that would improve our city quite a bit. So this is something where right now, it might be better to actually take maybe somebody off of happiness, for example, because what are we at here? We're at 19 happiness, and the worker is providing 5. I think we could probably do without the happiness worker and shift him over to food production. I think that would probably be smart. We're still getting 14 happiness per turn, so I'm really not too upset about that. So I think, and yeah, that's going to speed up our growth by 1 turn. So let's definitely do that, and we'll just keep an eye on this. Now we're doing it manually. So big thank you to Julius for that one. The next comments here are from Lance Fair. Lance pointed out that the Voidtech specialization does provide excellent melee units, and we've gotten to see one of those in action, and that would be and I believe it's with Jack. Let me just see. Where was Jack? Wherever Jack is. I always have a heck of a time finding him. But wherever Jack's stack is, there he is. You can see here we've got the Echo Walker, which is part of the Voidtech, one of the Voidtech units, and I haven't even modded him yet. So a really powerful melee unit, and as a Vanguard army, I really don't have access to much in the way of strong melee units. So the Voidtech specialization is a great way to offset that weakness, which is what Lance is pointing out. So just something again to keep in mind, that I may not want to just focus on producing Vanguard units as I research more military stuff. I might also want to do some more Voidtech. And of course, modding these guys appropriately would be great. I can already select from a number of different upgrades here. So interlocking armor would be great, as that provides stagger resistance. In fact, this is something I'm actually probably going to do even right now, because I think that's a pretty powerful upgrade. Stagger resistance is great, as that way if I get hit by any grenades or anything like that, there's less of a chance that I'm going to be staggered and lose some of my movement or my turn. So I think we'll start with that. And then let me see if there's anything else. Combat sensors. Harder to hit and gains detection. Nadite injectors. This one's great because it gives you the healing ability. But I think for now we will just stick with our interlocking armor. Reinforced, sure. Okay. Lance also pointed out that I actually already have the environmental conditioning research that I've been thinking I needed to progress towards, and that's a great point. So if we go and look, you can actually see that it has this gold color around it, which is the same as the ones I've already finished, and of course silly me, I didn't even notice. So I needed environmental conditioning to be able to do that, pursue the diplomatic quest with Valentine, the other leader. And so I'm actually good to do that. I can already pursue that, which is fantastic. Again, I thought it was highlighted in gold because it was part of a quest, but that makes total sense. So thank you to Lance for pointing that out. Also, Lance pointed out that to win via diplomacy, I need to actually go in and start to negotiate alliances with the enemy leaders. So let's take a look at that real fast. So for example, Hai Yang is already very, very favorable. He likes us quite a bit. And so I think with him, we could probably start pursuing that. So let's see. We could negotiate. We can probably do I think a non-aggression pact is going to be the start here. So let's do that. And I think he'll probably accept it. We could do diplomatic, open borders. I think we'll just start probably with... Okay, I think we'll start with the non-aggression pact. So this will help us retain a peaceful state. So we'll send that proposal. Nice, okay. A new treaty was formed. Review treaties in the treaty list to the right. So you can see here, we now have a non-aggression pact. That's fantastic. We cannot directly attack each other without first breaking the pact. I wonder if that means we can negotiate... Okay, so now we'll have to wait 3 turns before we propose the next step of getting to an alliance, which would be a defensive pact. And what this entails is that both players try to aid each other in a war, so you'd come to your buddy's defense if he gets attacked. So that would be great. In 3 turns, we can pursue that with Hai Yang, and then hopefully from there, once we've got that, we can progress towards an alliance. So I appreciate Lance pointing that out. That was something I didn't realize I had to actually more actively pursue. Also, Lance pointed out that you can win with your alliance in this game, so that's great to know. Once I've made alliances, hopefully I can, then proceed to victory, bringing those teammates along for the ride. The next comment's here from Stefan Zarek. Stefan pointed out a couple of things here. So one, just a general kind of housekeeping reminder, is that I can end my turn and put all my units in defense mode, just like in Age of Wonders 3, so that's something I need to make sure I'm taking advantage of to save time. The engineer turret has a special kind of Overwatch benefit, so that's something that it might be better to actually throw that turret when I'm using my engineers, throw that into Overwatch rather than use it just to attack on that first turn. In addition, when I am hovering over an enemy as I'm looking to see what my chance to hit them is, you can press the control key and actually get a more detailed breakdown of what's influencing that chance to hit, which is great. That's something I didn't know, so I'm going to take advantage of that. And then also, moving into the middle and late game, accuracy is extremely important, as a lot of my opponents are going to be modding their units to make them harder to hit. And especially for my ranged units, that's going to be extremely important. So, great points there from Stefan. Some comments here from Albtrom. Albtrom also noticed that I already had that environmental research that I was after. So good eyes there, Albtrom. And also, Albtrom was wondering what food does. And so this is actually something that I should probably... We kind of talked about it already, but I'll just reiterate. So if we go back, so what food effectively does here... let's just hover over it. Food is used to grow the population of your colonies and keep them alive. So this is something that I can use to, again, expedite the growth of my cities, improve the rate at which I'm able to annex new territories as I gain more population, And I can also eventually, my understanding is, shunt food from certain cities to other cities. So if I want to have cities that are like solely focused on producing production or energy, I can actually use other cities as my breadbasket and send that off to those cities and kind of have specialization. Speaking of which, I should probably work on getting a colony going here in the near future as well. And then finally, a comment from Thomas Hazelwood. Thomas didn't really like me making pacts with slavers, and I totally agree with him. That felt really slimy when I did it. But I think we're going to, as you can see here, we're going to meet with this rival house agent and see if maybe we can dig up some dirt on this syndicate leader who, well, we're not super excited about being in potential alliance with eventually. So we'll have to see where that goes. In any case, guys, thank you very much for the fantastic comments. I really appreciate all the helpful advice and suggestions because, again, I'm still learning this game myself. So extremely valuable. As I said, go back to the previous episode if you're interested and check out all of the detailed information because, again, there's tons to learn. All right, let's dive into the episode here. Apologies for that slightly longer intro, but I think it was worth going through those points, and we did make some progress towards an alliance with Hai Yang, at least. So now, this is our objective, is to go and meet with the rival house agent, and we can find out what he's offering for us. We can do an operation here. We could deploy this. We could do this deploy monitor. The station provides deploying players with vision for 6 hexes, sensor coverage for 12. Yeah, I'm not particularly interested in that, and it does have an upkeep cost. I don't think it's that valuable for me at this point, so I'm going to hold off. But we're going to end our turn there because we've pretty much done all the moving we can. So let's end it and see what happens. Okay, nice. So,
food is a governing tool. Just as fuel is essential to power a machine, food is the ruling principle of happy, strong, and productive colonists. Tony Rubio Strong, Manpower and Machine Motivational Consulting.
So again, I was pursuing this with the intent of getting towards the upgrade I needed, but it looks like I already have it. That said, this doesn't go to waste. So we can improve food sectors here. We have now Bioengineered Food Plantation, which is an upgrade that can be built for our... when we specialized it looks like when we specialized one of our territories into food production. And we also have Agricultural Export Center, which again looks like another one. Sector upgrades both of them. So let's pick a new research. Now we know we don't need to worry about this, so we can focus on a few other things here. So perhaps we've got some options now. We could do Aquatic Development in only 3 turns. This would allow our units to cross rivers, which might come in handy, although I haven't really seen a ton of water. We could do Production Development. That would actually be nice because our main city is focused on production. So maybe we actually do that. Let's do Production Development. Okay. So now Jack, we want to figure out where to move. We've got our other stacks here. Right, so our hero we were using to kind of do some clearing and some exploring down here. Now, one thing I'm going to have to focus on is now that I know... hang on, we've got this geothermal instability. Let's send our unit there, and we should actually be able to deal with it. Yeah, here we go. So it's going to cost us some energy and some cosmite and 1 turn, but I think we can do it. We're going to be pretty poor for a while, but that's fine. So let's do it. We're going to remove that, and that little unit's going to keep working on that. So that's great. Now we're getting closer to improving our relationship with Valentine at the very least. Oh, and of course I said I didn't see any water, and here is some. Although that looks like it belongs to Hai Yang, so we don't want to head into his territory at this point just yet anyway, so that's fine. So maybe what we'll do instead is we'll head south. See what we can find down this direction. I guess that's pretty much the edge of the map there, and it looks like there's kind of a mountain range, so we may have to kind of loop back around this way. Now, we were also in the process of creating kind of an extra stack of units here. Now we've got 4 units in this stack. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough to deal with this defending army. The thing that scares me here is we've got a tier 3 elite unit that's pretty tanky looking, a crystal basher. We can probably do it. I mean, we've got higher power. I'm just worried about losing units, and I really don't want to. That said, you know what? I think we can probably manage it, so we'll give it a shot. If nothing else, this will hopefully be a good learning experience. So, all right, let's take a look. So this Quartzite Crystal Basher, devastating melee attack here, it looks like. And then he's also got, he can throw a, ooh, he's got an AoE, like a crystal grenade, sort of. We'll have to watch out for that. So we don't want to group our units up, obviously. And then these little guys can do a discharge attack that's an arc damage. So that we'll have to watch out there as well. So I think what we'll do is we'll get ourselves into cover. And then we might as well throw on the Overwatch because we can. And then maybe same story over here. We can move in kind of... Again, we don't want to group up. So let's make sure we're kind of in some cover. Not perfectly, of course. And then I think what we'll do is we'll keep our assault bike kind of back. And our gunship, I think I'm going to kind of head over this way. And that's going to do it. Oh, and they're going to make us come to them, of course. I guess I shouldn't be entirely surprised. I'm going to wait one more turn and just see if they decide to get a little more aggressive here. Otherwise, I'm going to go out to them. Nope. All right, well. So we're going to have to go and poke the bear, as it were. Let's see, can I go here? And then, no, I can't get my grenade throw in there. I can start shooting them. Fortunately, I'm not going to be able to get to me in melee, but I can at least do a bit of damage and try to draw them into... Okay, there we go. That's all I really wanted to do, is just to try and draw them out at least a little bit here. And then we can do that. Our bike can advance over like this. And our gunship as well. All right, so I think we're good there. Ouch, oof. That does a lot of damage. Yikes. And that arc shot is actually pretty nasty. So here we go. If I press control, I can actually see. So we've got a steady aim bonus, and then we've got in cover and long range. That's what's giving us a negative there. So that's actually pretty helpful. Here you can see all that's happening is a long range penalty. So I should probably get my trooper in cover here because we took quite a bit of damage. And I'm actually going to use my nanite injectors, I think, just to get my health back. The Paragon soldier, unfortunately, is kind of out of commission, which isn't great. We can start blasting. Here we go. Let's do really low odds to hit, but maybe we should just start hitting here then because we got higher chance to hit. And our assault bike... There we go. Start blasting. Our trooper, we can actually do a bit of damage even though we're in cover, or move to cover and used our injector, so let's start doing it. Very good. Ouch. Oh, and it chains. I forgot about that. That arc damage chains, as you saw, which is really not great for me. And of course, if this guy gets into melee combat, I'm going to be in big trouble. So this might be a good job for my grenade throws to try to stagger. So I don't know if he has any kind of stagger resistance. Let's see. So he's got arc resistance, thermal resistance. Oh, he does have. Unit is less likely to lose action points when taking damage. Ouch. Okay, so we're not even going to waste our time on that. We're just going to try and do damage then. All right, let's light him up. Actually, we really don't do much. There we go. Okay, at least we're putting the hurt on him. Our aircraft can move over. Oh, and of course I grouped up again, so that arc damage is going to arc yet again. And then, can we get the kill maybe? Try.
Enemy destroyed.
Perfect, okay. Now this arc damage is going to be problematic yet again. Okay, thankfully our gunship survived with one health. Yikes. So we got to get it out of there, that's for sure. We can move our troopers up like this. We only have a 40% chance. If we advance here, though, 70%. That's much better. And then these guys here, I think, should be able to get in half-decent range. Do a little bit of damage. They missed, though. And then we can roll right up.
They've never stood
Blast.
a chance.
Fantastic. We got the kill. We didn't lose anybody, although, boy, our gunship sure took some damage. Okay, and we got some extra food. Not so bad. And more importantly here, we cleared out this Stadium Arcadium, which is great. So now, if we want to annex this particular sector, we would gain the benefit of that stadium, which would be really good. Alternatively, we could grab this particular sector. We also have to pay attention to what we're going to get out of it here. Mountain and arid. So that's good for production and energy. What else do we have around it? So we're not going to worry about that because that's obviously kind of contested here by the dwelling. So up here we could annex this particular. Now this would be great. This would actually, I forgot about this. If we were to do this one, we would get access to the spaceport, tactical integration, landmark. The landmark is an advanced production sector and gives the following when annexed. Look at that. That's huge. You know what? Let's do that. I think that's a good decision there. So we're going to annex this sector. I think that's really good. I'm still glad we cleared this out because, again, as the city grows, we might be able to annex this later. So we are going to group up since we took some damage. All right. So now we've got all of our little scouts out and about here. We're kind of finding where the territory of a lot of my opponents more or less is here. So we'll keep that going. Nuclear fallout. Select the sector. Ooh, look at this. Okay, so we definitely don't want to go in there unless we have to. Kind of skirt around it and see what we can see. Alright, now Jack. I think with Jack we were heading over here to meet the rival house agent. So let's keep doing that. We'll see if there's anything we can clear out on our way there. Oh, and can we not... Oh, and we can't cross the river. Now, this is a great example here. I don't think we can cross the river. Yeah, we can't. Wow, okay. So there, I should have... I probably should have researched... Literally, as I said, oh, I haven't seen any water. It should be fine. Wow, I can't even get across the river. That's pretty brutal. Okay, it looks like maybe we can go through the mountain range up here, though. Oh, maybe not. Wow. Okay. Well, that sure sucks. Here's a unit that belongs to Osina of House Timur. So she's actually come out to see my little scout here. Okay, well, we're gonna just kind of skirt on by her. So now, maybe we should switch this over from working on production development. You know what? Let's do that. We'll switch to... Oh, dang. It's going to take quite a bit longer because we... That's going to take 8 turns. Wow. That's not ideal. Alright, well, we'll have to make do, I guess. You know what? We'll leave it as it was. Yeah, that was definitely a mistake on my part, not getting that sooner. Alright, we'll end it there. Gotta figure out what to do. You completed your task. Good. Well, these fires didn't ignite themselves. A bunch of renegades have fortified themselves in the Molten Earth Arsenal, where they got their hands on dangerous Promethean weaponry. Bringing these deserters to justice would go a long way to re-establishing order on Leave-6. You are enjoying this, aren't you? Ordering me around like some first-year recruit. Just be careful the tasks you give me don't cause me more trouble than convincing you with a gun.
Objective completed.
Perfect. Okay, so we're one step closer to patching things up with another Vanguard officer. So we're going to get some influence, some production, and some energy. I'll happily take that. So now we have to capture the Promethean military base. So this is now where we're going to, let's see. Hint, to be able to annex a sector to a colony, the colony must be a maximum of 2 sectors away and have the necessary population to support an additional sector. Okay. So we're going to head over and deal with that. So we need to capture the Promethean base. Annex the Molten to one of your colonies. Okay, so we're going to need to get a colonizer probably over there because that's way too far away from our our main city. So that's, I think, what we're going to be the next thing. Once we have enough money here, that's what we're going to produce is a colonizer. We'll send it over there. Oh, and look at this. We've had a demand from the Paragon faction. Cosmite is of finite quality, a rarity even for the Paragon. To keep good relations, we request a tribute. So we can either give them the Cosmite they want. That will give us some favor, or do the quest. I think we'll just give them the Cosmite. That'll get us some favor and some reputation. So let's do that. Okay, perfect. Now, Jack, again, we can't get across this river, unfortunately. So, oh, that's really frustrating. But again, it's kind of my own stupidity for not researching that sooner. And again, even if we were to switch now, it would be 7 turns. So I think we might as well just focus on something else we can do with Jack that's maybe more productive. So let's see. We've got the quest over here, which is meet with the rival house agent. We can probably send a scout to do that. Same with this Elysium Park. We can send a scout to do that as well. This Molten Earth Arsenal, we're going to need an army, though, to go to that. So I'm thinking... Well, first of all, here, we have this little scout. Let's head through... Hold on, aerial denial system. What does that do? Select the sector for more information. I wonder if I can't get in there with my little flying guy. Let's see what it does. It's saying to select the sector. I'm not seeing... Is that here? Well, we seem to be okay. So we'll head over. Okay. Sapphire Elysium Park. Let's enter... Or actually, let's send the scout. Are you Michael 4? We were told you know the location of Ilia 5. Don't worry. We only need to ask her some questions. The vocation of Killian's wife? I didn't even know he was married. Though I guess all emperors had their secrets. Did you know that Emperor Kansu has had so many trap doors in his throne room that it was impossible for his subjects not to trigger them accidentally? You can drop the act, Michael 4. We know you here perfectly. Tell us where she is, and we will leave you in peace. Feed me grilled cheese. I prefer non-organic food. Who am I kidding? After all these years, I'm tired. You can find her here. Scan for traces of Atheron. Oh, and one more thing. Please don't tell her I told you. She has quite a temper. Okay, find Ilia 5. Search Ilia 5 at her hiding place indicated by Michael 4. So we need to go to the location and investigate that. So we can actually take the reward and get an E-bot unit, Roy 2, which is a skirmisher. Looks like it's a melee unit. And then we can also get some additional resources. Sure, I'll take that. Oh, and it looks like we can actually get there. Oh, and of course it's across the river. Dang it. But again, we can try to send... yeah, and of course the river goes all the way around, so we're not going to be able to get there with Jack. That's pretty frustrating. Let's see, what else can we do here? So we've got to make better use of our scouts. So let's see if maybe I can... Yeah, this is again, I really should have researched that sooner, but that's a good lesson for the future. Aerial denial system. Probably want to get out of here. I imagine that's not going to be good for our health long term with that unit. This one is the Molten Earth Arsenal. So this one is where we need to get a troop. So let's see. How long would it take to get Jack over there? Relatively quickly. So we'll start heading that way with Jack. And while we're on our way, maybe we can clear out something. We want to do some fighting with him to keep leveling him up as best we can. This army, we need to just kind of let them regain a bit of health, and our new unit can move in and join them. So we will kind of group up here. Got another scout over here. This one can head up for the meeting place, so let's do that. kind of just make a straight shot for it. Maybe grab these resources on our way up. And then we can go and head to the meeting place. Now our hero, again, we've kind of hit the wall down here. So now let's head back this direction. We can go and clear this army out at the very least. This little scout here. Want to find where's Ilya 5? So that's over here in Grave Grove. So that's where we'll go. Although there are some resources there, so maybe we should do that quick. Nice. That'll help a little. And then we'll start heading back this way. Alright, fantastic. So now we can do production. And again, I would like to do a colonizer, so I'm actually going to just leave the... I think I'm just going to leave it on generate energy for this turn. And we're going to end it there. Oh, fantastic. Look at that. We got tons of energy now. So... and that's because we had a happiness event where they gave us a bunch of energy. So that's great. Now we can start working on...
Operations available for priming.
Oh, and we've got another operation here. We could do a deploy monitor. Again, I'm going to leave that alone. As I said, I'm not particularly interested. But for our city here, let's do a colonizer, I think. I was just looking what that... Okay, so that's the city that belongs to the enemy commander, the syndicate leader. So now let's do a colonizer, and then we're going to send that over to closer to where we need to basically take that structure and annex it. So we're going to produce the... and then, we need a new city anyway, so that'll be good for us. And this army can maybe just kind of babysit the colonizer as we move it over. In the meantime, we've got our hero heading over this way. We can attack this army. We'll go around because we don't want to attack the Paragon forces. Meanwhile, Jack can keep moving this direction. Oh, more Paragon. We don't want to mess with them. So we'll just keep on moving. Again, we're heading over to this Molten Earth Arsenal over here. This little scout, again, we're heading north, so we'll grab the extra production. Heavy weapon site to explore. Alright, let's keep moving. Okay, excellent. And then this scout, looks like we've got some energy pickup here as well. I think that's what we'll go for. Nice. There's some more here as well. Another crashed ship. Research ship. Up here, on the other hand, I think what we will do is, I think we'll just head up this direction here. We don't want to trespass, that's for sure. So let's go up north here. There we go. And as I said, this army, I think we're going to use this one to babysit our colonizer and then head over to where we need to go. So we're going to end our turn. Oh, and I almost forgot. Oh, and look at this. So, Hai Yang captured the Keystone District. Because of your claims on this sector, you have gained a casus belli on allowing you to declare... Okay, so I could declare war if I wanted, but I don't want to. So instead what we're going to do... And I was just going to say, it's probably been long enough now that we can negotiate. Yeah, we can do a defensive pact. So now we'll offer that. Nice, okay. So now he wants to do that. So now the next step, I believe, yeah, is an alliance. And that's only 3 more turns and we can do it. So that's excellent. All right, we are going to close this and... Oh, now, nice. Now we're considered trustworthy. That's cool. Oh, and he's publicly complimented us. Huh. Well, now, I'm not one for compliments, but I have to hand it to you. You've really got all your ducks in a row over there. Hell, even my quartermasters are envious of your organization. That's pretty cool. So because we've been kind of helping him out, he's gradually becoming more favorable towards us. So let's negotiate and see if we can do a non-aggression pact. Fantastic. Okay, so now we've got one with Michael as well. That's great. So yeah, this is going well. I'm really trying to do more of a diplomatic approach, especially with the two Vanguard leaders. It's going to be the Syndicate leader who I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I could do the production in my Throne City to kind of start, or in my HQ to start working on that, but I'm going to see what this rival house has for me here. So let's go and find out. Oh, geez. Didn't I tell you to be subtle about coming here? Now we have an entire gang of assassins on our hands. Either that, or this was a trap all along. For all I know, your whole story of trying to help me against Cena was just a setup to lure us here. I suggest you make up your mind about this quickly. I have no intentions of dying here today.
Objective completed.
Oh boy. Well, this isn't good. Protect the agent against the assassins sent after her. Well, I don't have an army here that's able to really do that. I just have my scout. So that's not going to go well. I mean, we can run, I suppose. My closest army is probably down towards my city. So let's see how far we can run. Okay, we can get to there. How far can they go? Oh, dang it. Okay, well, thankfully they can't quite get to me. And then my scout I'll send over here. I don't want to accidentally engage a battle by having my scout right there. So hopefully that's far enough away to survive. Okay, so now finish this.
There's a way to do anything. There's also a smarter way to do anything. Trade secrets are often more about a well-trained workforce than a secret sauce. Tony Rubio Strong, Manpower and Machine Motivational Consulting.
Nice. Okay, so we've got the Production Development 1 upgrade. And now we can pick something new. So now let's do Aquatic Deployment because, man, we should have had that a while ago. Now, one thing about that is I think that allows us to now... Yeah, there we go. We can improve our production here, which is good. Affected sector 0, so maybe that actually won't benefit us at all. Gives +1 level to all production sectors. Raising the sector level of a sector will increase the benefits from sector exploitations and sector specializations in that sector. So, for example, over here... Oh, this is an energy sector. That's right. Okay. I was thinking we had a production sector there. That's good to know. What about over here? And this is our spaceport. We can upgrade it. Let's see. Oh, this is cool. So we can do... Oh, look at this. Okay, so we could do a military engineering guild. Civil engineering guild. That's pretty cool. Starship maintenance bay. Let's see. Mechanical units produced in this colony have +2 resistance to all damage. That's incredible. Wow, that's really good. Civil Engineering Guild. Let's see. Quicker build times. Yeah, we can go straight to level 5. That's actually amazing. Non-elite units are produced with +2 armor. Wow. +6 production for each colony structure built. Wow. That's amazing. Okay. We can start working on these upgrades. That would be fantastic for our city here. So why don't we start with the maintenance bay, and that way any machine units we produce going forward will have a huge benefit. So we'll start with that. And then we'll go from there. So now we have our colony. So we need to figure out exactly where to put it so that we can annex this particular area. So we'll start heading that direction to start with. We'll move here. Again, we're just heading Jack over this way to get there so we can actually fight the battle. So now we'll head back over here. And with our colony ship, or our new colony, I should say, we want to figure out the fastest way to get there. So it's probably going to actually be going maybe this way. Maybe not. Maybe we have to go this direction. You know what? What we'll do is we'll group our army up, and then we'll move from there. And let's see what the pathfinding gives us as the quickest way there. Okay, so we go this way. So we'll start that process, and now we'll look and see where did that get us to. Okay, so we're heading that direction. So that's where we'll go, and hopefully we can get there in reasonable time. And it's going to take us a couple of turns, but that's fine. We'll move down here. We might as well engage this battle since we're in the area. Oh yeah, we should be strong enough, no problem. Play it smart, though. We don't want to lose anybody. So what we're up against here are primarily melee units, although the Emma 3 unit does have a pistol and also a seduction ability, which could mind control us, so we have to be very careful. One thing to note is that unless this has changed, when you mind control units in this particular game compared to Age of Wonders 3, in Planetfall, if you have them at the end of combat, you actually don't get to keep them, which is kind of frustrating because that was a strategy I loved employing in Age of Wonders 3, was the mind control to steal units approach. That was absolutely one of my favorite things to do. So, just something to note. Let's see. With my tapples here, we can do a blur cloud on somebody, so maybe we'll do that. Oh, and you know what? The engineer, we can put our turret down in a nice spot here. Why don't we put it right there? And then we've got some, yeah, beautiful Overwatch position. For our little troopers here, we'll get them in behind some cover at least. Our hero, on the other hand, can throw up a targeting flare, do a healing drone. Lots of healing capabilities there. Oh, you know what? Let's do this where it boosts our accuracy for 2 turns. Oh, did I? Now I... Oh, okay, I can. I was going to say I thought I couldn't because I moved, but I only moved once, so it should be fine. Yeah, there we go. So now for the next 2 turns, we should be good on accuracy. Right. Yeah, and Tapples can, I guess, advance over here. Actually, it can even start shooting, so we'll do that since we can. And then our troopers here can advance out. Do some Overwatch. Nice, getting in some good damage. They did distract us, unfortunately. Breaking that cover. Okay, now we've got some clean shots on them, though, which is really good. So we just have to decide kind of how we want to do this. So let's see. Troopers down here can probably... Well, first of all, let's see. What does that distracting pheromone do? Distracted to non... Okay. Makes their attacks 20% more likely to fumble for 3 turns. Okay, so it's annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Now let's see here. 40% in cover, long range. So if we were to move up, yeah, that would improve a little bit. Oh, nice. We got critical because we had the high morale bonus there too. That's great. So Tapples can probably blast and get the kill here, hopefully without too much trouble. Alternatively, our engineer could step up. Yeah, let's do that. Nice, that's great. Ooh, and then look at this, 95% chance, and it's a flanking shot. Let's do that. Great. Our gun turret can do some heavy damage here, so why don't we take advantage? Excellent. Not as good from our assault bike, but it does look like there's a good opportunity here to throw a grenade, so... Because I noticed they're all kind of grouped up, so let's see if we can maybe take advantage of that. So if we go here, can we throw it? Oh yeah, that's perfect. Nice, that's great. Okay. Now, again, it would be ideal to get rid of that unit. So now, let's do another grenade. It's not going to get the kill, unfortunately, but... There we go. And then, you know what? We'll just get the finish here, I think.
Enemy down.
Okay, so there's 2 of them left. Thankfully, we staggered them enough that they couldn't even advance on me, really, which was good. Now we can just blast away at them here. Perfect. Nice.
Enemy eliminated.
Oh yeah, this is going well. Now we can just blast the heck out of them here with what we've got left. Oh, we fumbled a little bit because of that distracting effect. Not really a huge surprise. We might not actually get the kill here, unfortunately, between all of our units. Oh, we missed. Yeah, we definitely won't get the kill now. Okay, that's fine. I'm hoping he attacks... Okay, I was going to hope he attacked the turret, but that's fine. He did attack the soldier here. Thankfully, I can just do a heal. Like this. Perfect. And then I can loop around back here and blast him.
They've never stood a chance.
Perfect. Nice and clean there. All right. Wonderful. Looks like there might be something else to clear back there as well, so might be something for us to do, but for now we're good. Now we've got to continue moving our scouts, so we'll, as I said, grab this extra knowledge, which is helpful. And then here are these bad guys who seem to not really have pursued us yet, but we'll have to see where they decide to go. So maybe I'll go kind of like this and just keep an eye on them. And with this one here, we might as well head into this territory and see what we can find. I guess that's going to do it, so we'll end our turn there and let's see what happens. Okay, so we didn't get attacked, thankfully. They are pursuing us, though, so that's... We have to run. How much further can we get here? Get over here. I think we'll go like... Let's see, hang on. How far can this guy go? Can he make it? Oh, no, he can't get in there. So we'll go like this. Well, the only thing is we aren't going to be able to cross that river for another turn or two, so might actually want to take the long way around like this. There we go. Okay, that's fine. And then our little scout here, rather than grouping up, I think we'll just use our little scout to grab this. And what's this here? Psi Shrine. Exploration site. Okay, so this is something we would have to go in and clear out, so we're going to ignore that for now. And then we'll just keep exploring up there with our... There's another crashed ship. We can go and grab that as well. That's perfect. So as I said, we'll keep running basically just downward. Now why do we need to... It's Grave Grove. What is that about? So that's where Ilia 5 is. We want to head up there eventually. You know what? Even though we have the colonizer in here, maybe we actually need to send this army up to defend our informant here, our syndicate agent that's maybe going to help us. You know what? This is a situation where I actually wouldn't mind some extra units. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trade with the Paragon and get myself a few extra troopers here. So I have enough to buy a couple. So let's do soldier, guard. And how are we doing now for our... We're at 45. Let's do one more, and then we'll have enough to be at the next diplomatic option. So we'll do another soldier. So now we are at friendship, which is really good. And eventually we can get to integration, which would be amazing. So I think that's it. So I don't think there's anything we can do at friendship other than now we have access to the next batch of basically trading options. We can get fanatics. We can get heavy soldiers, which are a tier 3 unit. I'm definitely going to want some of those. And we can also get Imperial Mandate, which is a doctrine operation. We can also get smart rounds and combat protocol implants. So we'll start saving up our influence, and maybe we can gain some additional units as well, which would be fantastic. So we're going to send these guys, and again, these are currently unmodded, but we can mod them if we were so interested. For now, I'm going to leave them unmodded, but we're going to send them up to Actually, you know what? Maybe these ones should go along, and we should send this army up to actually do the defending, now that I think about it. So let's send this army up to help out our beleaguered unit up there. And then these guys can go along with our colonizer. It's going to take the colonizer a little bit longer since we've lost some of our movement there, but that's fine. So again, we want to send over this direction, so we're going to go like this. We could even set up in the nuclear wasteland if we really needed to. Not the most pleasant sounding place to go, but that's fine. Meanwhile, our hero, we might as well just keep trying to clear stuff. Oh, some cosmite we can pick up. Okay. So we can do that, and then maybe head over here and see what this is giving us. And this scout here... Yeah, we have to protect the Syndicate agent. We're still working on that. We can head down here, maybe. There we go. And as for Jack, we just want to keep on heading over towards the Molten Earth Arsenal, I think. So we're going to just keep moving that direction. And this little scout can keep on doing his thing up here as well. There's a Cosmite Rift here, which I think you have to go and clear out, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I don't think that's... You have to link that via... it's kind of like a mana node, I guess, where you have to link that via this sector, so... Alright. We'll keep just kind of heading over here. And that's going to do it for our turn, and again, I'm not interested in deploying Monitor at this point, so we're going to end it there. See what happens next. Okay. Another happiness event. Nice, we finished the Starship Maintenance Bay. That's great. Let's check out our... Oh, yeah, okay, this scout can grab this. Extra knowledge, that's good. Then, now where is... One thing that's taken me a little bit to get used to is this map. I'm really having trouble kind of telling where things are on the map. I found the map in Age of Wonders 3 a little bit more intuitive, that's for sure. But, you know, as always, I just have to practice with it, that's all. And again, the fact that I can scroll all the way around the world is different than Age of Wonders 3. That still kind of takes some getting used to as well. So we're going to send this army up. Oh yeah, here's the group of bad guys trying to attack our informant here. So we will... Oh, you know what? Does this restore our movement? Yes, it does, I think. Yeah, okay, so here's what we can do. We can head down here, and then go like this, grab all our movement, and then head up and fight this stack of units. We can also check out the Grave Grove as well while we're at it. But let's do this first. So first things first, let's, like I said, we'll group up, head up this way. We'll put our scout even in with just to guard. And then Air Corps is now done.
I'm never more free than when I can unleash hell on the enemy from the skies above. We fly free. We fight free. We die free. Viracolo, Vanguard pilot.
Fantastic. So now the next thing in that line would be the Tank Corps, which would give us access to the laser tank. Naval Command also would give us the battleship. Again, if we want to go down to Voidtech, we could do this and then start the phase manipulation and then get Echo Walkers pretty quickly. But I think since we're kind of already focusing up here, we might as well just keep going down this development path. Although maybe we should look at if there's any upgrades that would be really useful for our troops. Hard light systems, good for laser weapons, modding them. Some additional ammo types there. Let's see, rapid maneuverability. Oh, jetpack jump. Interesting. Okay, so we could give it to an infantry or battlesuit unit, and they would basically get a jetpack ability, which is a free action. And it does start on a one-turn cooldown. Deploy Valkyrie. Oh, look at this. An orbital drop pod lands at target location. The drop pod unfolds into cover. The drop pod contains a Valkyrie unit which lasts until the end of combat. Well, that's pretty cool. So you can deploy a... Oh, and it has a laser sword, apparently. That's pretty neat. You know what? That sounds pretty good. Let's grab that next. Okay. Nice. Aquatic
The
Deployment.
sea is a maiden of many moods, most of them murderous. Captain Peter Visser, Salty Bay Colony.
Okay, that's good. Now we can go across rivers without any trouble. Thank goodness. Quantum gain here. We would get another doctrine slot, which would be quite useful. Preventative surveillance. So this is a doctrine operation. Extra vision range. Echo protocols. Capability of creating limited echo copies of people that can perform actual tasks. Oh, nice. All colonies and slots produce +1 of their respective resource per colonist working on it. You know, that could be great for us. Maybe that's something we should grab here. Let's do that. Alright, so now this stack with the colony can keep on moving over here, as I said. And then our hero... grab the Cosmite, and then head over here and see what this is all about. Little scout up here can just kind of keep scouting. Jack, on the other hand, can, as I said, keep on moving towards this, so head like that. This little guy... And we've got... That's still where that syndicate agent is, so we'll head down here. Maybe we can group up with our other stack. Okay, we got to do our production. So now that we've produced the upgrade here for the Port 6, let's see. So... Oh, look at this. We could actually do this in a single turn because we've got a bunch of extra production. That's pretty cool. We could also make something here in a single turn. I think what we'll do is we will do the... Yeah, this is pretty good. Minus 30% production cost for non-elite units. Minus 30% production cost for colony structures. I think this is pretty good. It's also going to improve our non-elite units, so let's do that. So I could only pick one of the two, I guess. Okay, that makes sense. So now let's see. Our non-elite units here are going to be that much stronger, and our machine units in particular are going to get... our mechanical units in particular are going to get a nice benefit as well. So we could do a Vanguard gunship here, which would have some benefit. But I think at this point we might just keep upgrading the colony just for now. So let's do... And this isn't really going to help me because I don't have any sectors that are affected by it at the moment. So it might not be worth doing. Military infrastructure, just in case we get attacked. You know what? Let's do that. Even though it costs some upkeep, I don't have anybody guarding my city, so I'd rather have it well defended. And then we're still not interested in casting any strategic stuff, so we're going to end the turn there. Okay, and we are coming under attack by the assassins here, so let's do this one. All right. So where are the rest of our units? They should be further back. Yeah, there they are. All right, so we can advance them to get up to the front lines of combat, and I will take advantage of the red movement here a little bit, just to get a little bit closer with some of our units. There we go. And we want to keep our syndicate agent back, just because obviously if they die, we're in trouble. So... And our scout can perhaps retreat back to join the other nearby units. And I think that's going to do it for us here. We'll end our turn.
Operations available.
So what is that? Massive defense bypass. Let's see what that does. Bypass 5. Oh, wow. Okay, so basically they have like sharpshooting ability as they are a sniper here, you can see. So we're going to have to watch out for that. That's going to be a little dicey. Okay, so our troopers need to get into cover, I think. Looks like they're going to come to me, which is great. That makes things a little easier. Again, I want to keep these guys back just because I don't need them dying on me. You know what? We'll put our bike there. Our owl can kind of hang out. Well, I think our airship, we will kind of advance over this way. And as I said, we want to keep these guys back, so they'll hang out back there. Okay, one more turn and they should be in range. Assuming they're going to keep advancing. I'm going to let them do that. Okay, yeah, now we can start shooting them, so let's do that. Okay, and they did a little bit of a attack back there with that pulse repeater, but thankfully I was able to shrug it off without any issue. And then I can even throw up an overwatch, although it's probably pointless given the... I don't think they're going to move close enough to really be affected by it per se. And yeah, the Syndicate runner will just leave where he is. Oh, damn. Alright, my gunship took quite a bit of damage there. Let's take a look. Static charge. Ouch. Okay, yeah, we got to get out of there. Electrified. I guess this makes sense. Arc weakness as a machine, you're going to be susceptible to arc damage, I would guess. So that's something I need to make sure I'm staying aware of. So probably want to get our gunship out of there as best we can. So let's kind of retreat back. I'm not going to worry about doing damage with that unit anymore. So now we'll advance up. Oh yeah, we can do some big damage here. Nice. Okay, we did miss, but we at least put some hurt on. Try again.
Enemy
nice,
down.
we got the kill. Okay, that's what we needed. And now here with these units, we should be able to blast them pretty good. Okay, and that staggered them. Unfortunately, that put them back one, and now we can't actually attack them, which is annoying. Maybe we can hit them with the pheromones, though. Yeah, there we go. That's good. And then our owl can advance and do some work. Very good. We'll keep this unit back. As I said, we want to play it safe. Ooh.
Unit down.
Oh, our poor little android was killed off, but that's fine. Kind of expected it. So now, I think what we'll do is we'll just get the finish here. Everyone else is healthy. Good shape, yeah. So we'll just get the finish. Oh, I forgot. We have the sniper back there to deal with, so actually not so fast. We'll advance up. Hurt on them a little bit. We might as well use our... You know what? Can we get close enough to... Could even use the gunship, I suppose. Ooh, low odds to hit, though. Let's try it anyway. Okay, yeah. We'll use this little guy to do it.
Enemy down.
Okay, no problem. And we'll advance. Big damage. Little more. Fortunately, not quite enough to get the kill, which means we're going to take big damage from the sniper shot. Ouch. Thankfully, I think... Oh, we don't have the ability to heal. We haven't upgraded that unit yet. Okay. With mods, so... Something we're going to have to do.
They never stood a
We did get the kill, though. We only lost our poor android, Roy 2. So... That's good. Oh, nice. We've had a hero join offer. Let's check that out. Cecilia Starbound wants to join you. Nice. Let's take a look at her. So Very cool. She's a Celestian hero. I'm going to accept that. Again, I'm not super familiar with the different classes here, so this is going to be a good learning experience. So I will recruit her. It's very nice to have another hero as well. She comes with a dazzling rifle and a grenade. And we can mod her right off the hop if we wanted as well. Nanite injectors might be nice to be able to heal, and then the interlocking armor for that defense from it would be pretty good. I think we'll do nanite, and we'll do 15% harder to hit, gains detection. Yeah, let's do that as well. It's going to cost us a decent chunk of cosmite, but I think that's worth. We can always add more to her later as well. Okay, fantastic. She could maybe move up and lead one of this army up here even. So let's send her up that way. And then, again, our convoy here with our colonizer needs to head this direction. Meanwhile, Jack needs to just keep heading over here. Okay, great. Our hero can head over here. Nice, more stuff to clear. That's perfect. And then this stack, we took a bit of punishment, so might want to pull back a little here. Kind of regroup just a touch. I think that's what we'll do, is we'll have them regroup a little. As for our scout, we can just keep on moving here, keep on scouting. There we go, more resources for us to grab. Is there anything up there we can... Oh, yeah, perfect. Oh, more food, always good. And now, let's take a look at our diplomacy. I think it's been long enough that we can... Nice, we can propose that alliance. Let's try it. Nice, a new treaty was formed. All right, so we are now... so if we negotiate, we're already in an alliance, which is exactly what we need. So, yeah, you can see right here. We're in an alliance, which I think means now we can win the game together. So we're going to proceed, try to do that as well with Michael Valentine. Let's see if we can negotiate a defensive pact here. Perfect. Okay, he's happy with that as well. Excellent. I am not going to lie. This war of words and treaties is more tiresome than assaulting a fortified Outlander base, and should be better left to some diplomats to be fought out. But in the end, what counts is that we finally got our alliance with Hai Yang.
Objective completed.
Nice, and we're getting a Vanguard laser tank. That's great. Perfect. Yeah, that's huge. And you know what? We can add this in with our hero. Oh, this is so cool. I'm really excited to try this out in battle. Let's see, we can mod it with a few things too. We could throw on the interlocking armor. Or make it harder to hit. We could also give it a nanite injector, which is kind of funny to basically heal a tank like that. But we could also do the reactive shielding. So we got lots of options here. And the ability to heal yourself is pretty powerful. So I think I'm going to do that. And maybe I'll do the armor and the shielding. That way I'm getting some extra armor and some extra shield. Improved combat. Yeah, being harder to hit is nice too, though. I think we'll go with the armor. Okay. We'll start. Oh, you know what? And that's gonna cost us quite a bit. You know what? We'll hold off. Maybe we won't. We won't do that just yet. We are running kind of low on income at the moment. We'll maybe do that next turn. Oh, and look at this. So Michael declared war on Cena. So we may actually have to fight her. We've made an alliance with the other two, and I think we might have to go to war with her. Although, again, it'll be interesting to see what our informant here tells us once we've been able to clear out this additional unit. So I think that's a great place to leave it. Something I'm definitely noticing, though, is I'm clearly behind when it comes to making colonies. So that's something I'm definitely going to need to get better at as I go. And that's, importantly, that's something I struggle at in Age of Wonders 3, is knowing kind of when to make additional cities via settlers. So clearly in Planetfall, that's something I need to get better at, because I'm still working with only a single city, whereas most of my opponents have multiple cities. So just a good lesson in that. But thankfully, I at least have my colonizer out. I'm going to try and take on this additional objective, as I said over here, where we're going to clear out this Promethean base and then try to annex it to our city we're going to probably build here on the nuclear wasteland. The only thing is Hai Yang has a claim on it, but I think that'll be fine. I think we can negotiate something with him, I'm pretty sure. So in any case, though, we're going to save it right here. This will be episode number 4. Should have chosen a more descriptive name. You know what? Let's change that now since we're here. We'll call it Leave-6 at the very least. And then it's episode 4. So we will save that. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you in the next one.